Hey folks, Troy Dooley, the Beachside CEO. We're going to deep dive today into the overwhelmed consumer, which makes up 70% of all consumers. And I'm going to give you 3 ways to reach this demographic. Let's get into it. Big Win Media just put out their State of the Consumer Report 2022. And in it, some of the information was shocking. Here's one of the stats that they show. 21% of all consumers feel that life will never get back to normal, and almost 70% classify themselves as overwhelmed. So what does that mean? And is this your demographic? Listen to this. These consumers are weary. They're still navigating virtual school and long work from home hours. They're super busy, and they always feel like they're on. Sleep, that gets to be a stress form too. It's important to know that they'll open their wallets for brands that offer a helping hand. The old school way of marketing with long funnels and all of this good stuff and a fear of loss, that's gone. There's too much uncertainty in the world today for you to use that type of a methodology to try to reach these folks. I'm not saying funnels are out, I'm saying you need to collapse that time frame some. Another thing that we've learned is they want to know the information that you're putting out. Don't be sugarcoating ads and using fluff. Just get to the point if you want to touch this group. Listen to this. In 2022, consumers were turned to uplifting, pleasing products and experiences that offer a reprieve from the fatigue and the ongoing uncertainty. This comes from Forrester. It's a powerful thing. Some of the stuff that they're looking to purchase: home improvement items, major appliances, toys and games. Remember, they're looking for an escape. Craft supplies, sports and fitness equipment. Now think for a second. Just stop and think of the ads you see on TV. Think of the news that you've been listening to, and you see that this lines up. There's 158%, they are 158% more likely than the average consumer to indicate that they're planning on buying a bar cabinet for their house. Here's why. 45% of them buy alcohol online. 57% of them are drinking at home. Even after the mandates have been lifted, they are now into this. Now, this is where it gets scary. If you're drinking alone and you're drinking at home, there's signs of other things. And that's why if you want to penetrate, if you want to touch them, then you've got to lift up a helping hand. You need to use empathy marketing, educational-based marketing, not the old fear of loss or anything like that. What drives them to buy? The overwhelmed consumer is more likely to purchase products, listen to this, that are family-friendly, that are fun, that are exciting or innovative. Remember, they're looking for an escape because they're overwhelmed. They care less about whether the purchase is cost-effective or practical. For consumers who've been hit hard in the the crap that we've dealt with in 20 and 21, this all ties back to the Forrester prediction that consumers will be looking for uplifting products to offer a break from the pandemic's uncertainty. And we already see right now, as I produced this in April of 2022, that we're already seeing people out there in the different political realms saying we got to do mandates again. And listen, it doesn't matter to me if you're into masks, not into masks, if you're into vaccine or not into vaccine. Everything about the pandemic has become polarizing, and people are looking for an escape. Listen to this. 44% are more likely to buy online and then return a product to a store, but they're not going to go to the store to buy it. 22% will download the retailer's app, and 14% follow the brand on social media. If you're a brand, Main Street, entrepreneur, mid-sized company, it doesn't matter. Apps have become so inexpensive, you should be able to get an app. That's just a good sales part right there. You can have one built, you can get it out to your consumers so that you're in contact with them. Now, as I promised you, 3 ways that you can connect with them. Now, first I want to dig a little deeper for a second. What is it that they're doing? Most people have gotten rid of cable, so cable's out of the question. They're using streaming. Now, this is another touch point here. A lot of them are getting ready to cut a lot of their streaming services, but they've all got smart TVs. And listen to this. These are the channels that they seem to be hanging out with on the streaming side. ESPN, Disney Plus, and Apple TV Plus. When they look at the top networks, Disney Junior, Nick Jr., ESPN News. And I told you, 100% of this demographic have children. Now, here's where you can go to reach them. And this may shock you because a lot of you watching this, you're into a lot of the different social media platforms. Most of us, if not all of us, have been building on Facebook for years. So you've been spending hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars, and then you've been wondering, why isn't this working for me? Listen to this. The top social channels for the overwhelmed consumer ages 30 to 54, 70% of all consumers: LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram. If you want to take your marketing, if you want to build your brand, then you need to be on active campaigns on LinkedIn, TikTok, and Instagram. And with LinkedIn now, they've got a wonderful new feature over there where you can do a newsletter, and it goes out to everyone that you've got in there and notifies them. This is what you need to be doing if you're going to tap that demographic and be able to help. Because listen, not everybody has this information. One of the things that we do at our company, and one of the things that I've been doing for decades now, is digging in to find the data that people are putting together and then getting it out to Main Street entrepreneurs. I don't care if you're doing it as an influencer. I don't care if you've got a brick and mortar business, whatever it is. You need to use this information. We're going to put a link to the whole report. You can go over to Big Win Media. You'll be able to pick this up. But if you've got a barbershop, if you've got a small Ace Hardware somewhere, if you've got a massage or a chiropractor, you need this information because they're looking for a helping hand. Now, the next time that we get together, on the next one, we're going to be talking about the influenced consumer. A little bit tighter demographic, some really good information that you're going to like. Live life like it's an epic adventure. Stay dangerous, stay strong, and if you're a Main Street entrepreneur, act like it.